So we're here at Bells Rapid. Hello fella. Oh, there you are. So we're here at Bells Rapids. Now we know this time of year it's probably not gonna, we haven't had rain for a little while, so the water levels are going to be quite low, but I thought Michelle and I were thinking of just getting out for a walk today. We haven't done many walks this last week, have we? We've been, not since we arrived off the trip over. So how beautiful is this? These rocks would be completely submerged by the water when the rains come. And we're getting close to the rainy season, so maybe we'll be able to come back down here and check it out when the water levels are a lot higher. So there's a nice walk out this way, and we're going to do that walk today. We'll see what wildlife we see and what views we see. So come on. It did seem like a good idea when we set off about 9 hours ago. I don't want you to fall in, to be honest. Can you walk along that or not really? A friend of mine, VB Ed, who's got a YouTube channel, actually filmed when the rains were a lot higher, and he said the water levels were super high, so I'm guessing the water would have been, even where we are now, would have been up to here, and there's a bridge further up here where Ed was filming, and the water was almost up to the underside of the bridge. So I'll link that video if you want to see what this is like when the rivers are a lot higher. I'll link the full video down in the description. There's boulders up in this tree. I think that's to stop people lighting fires. But you can see this tree actually has been worn by the waters as they come through, but it's still alive, only just, mind. We definitely picked the wrong route. Everyone else is going along a nice... You came from there too? So we're not the only ones. I've left Michelle. Give me a hand.
I haven't got a lot of grip on my shoes, that's the problem.
You've no walking, you should have worn your
I've got my walking
shoes.
They're not flip-flops.
So we came up there, and we should have come down this path. Anyway, it's all good exercise.
So the water must have been quite high when it was.
Yeah, so when Ed came out here, when the waters get really high, it was almost to the underneath of this bridge. So you can imagine how much deeper the water levels get. Maximum bridge capacity 500 persons. There's 3 people already on it, so I think we'll be safe. Hello. Hello. How are you?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, good.
Down here, isn't it?
Is there a nice walk down that way, is there?
So there's 2 choices. If you go for the river walk, you go along there, but you have to come back the way.
Right.
Or you can do a 3k longer one, which is a circular. You can see it going up there.
Okay.
You get a good view when you get to the top.
Up there, yeah?
3k one circular.
That'll be nice.
Yeah,
We'll
it
do
shows
that
you
one.
anyway. There's some signs at the end.
Did you just do the 3k one?
Do we look like we've just done that?
So there was a little dog, this little miniature greyhound was lost. So I came down to gather him in. Now I've got to get back over. And so myself and the lady we were talking to, trying to get the dog back. I thought I'd go down onto the rocks, but eventually the owner turned up. And she just lost him. He hurt himself a little bit, so that's a bit of a shame. I think that is the long walk.
And it's only half a k more than the short walk.
And that is the riverside walk. We've just crossed over the bridge. We're going to go on the long walk. Do you agree, Michelle?
I think so.
The long walk it is then. I'm exhausted now though. Bouncing around on those rocks. I think I've had my exercise.
Now we're climbing up the hill.
Now I've got to go up the hill, and apparently we're going up this mountain edge along the ridge. Looks like there's a train track. I don't know if it's an active one, it looks like it probably is, running alongside the rapids here. Be nice if we see a train coming along there. I'm not sure if this actually shows the gradient. It's quite a steep hill, isn't it? It's probably at 25-30 degrees. And you've got to lean into it to get up. So look at the flora here. There's this hill almost like a, just have a look there. segmented grass, a fern of some sort. It's pretty steep. I don't know if the camera really picks it up. So it's only a 3k walk, but quite a climb. Nice climb though. So we're just getting our breath. It's only 3 kilometers, but for the last 15 minutes we've been coming up this. And that train that was above us, the train track that was above us early on, it's way down there now, quite a few hundred feet down, and it's still going up. I didn't realize I was going to get quite such a workout. I actually did a bit of a workout this morning. I said to Michelle, my legs are like jelly from this morning. Man, they're like I've got lead boots on today. I do like these. There are some sort of grass, I think. I'm not sure what they are. Try and have a look. And if you know what they are, give us a comment. But the base of this one looks like it's been burnt. Very dark. Are we at the top? I think so. I think in the distance there, I think that's our trek. It's a long, long way. So I think we're at the top of the hill, but I think we're going to be going down, down, down. Look at this. I think we're going to be going down there and back up. Whoops, back up along there. Still, we're in too deep now. Got to do the whole thing. It's that beautiful dark red dirt again. Not 100% sure if it's because there's a lot of iron ore or something in the stone. You can see this stone over here. A lot of oxidization on it. There's certainly some sort of oxidization on the stone. So we just met a nice young lad walking this route to get fit again, a bit like Michelle and I, really keeping ourselves a little bit fit. But he was just saying, when we get up the top, make sure you don't go off to the right, I think he said, because that's an 11k walk that will take us all the way virtually back down to the highway. And we only want to do this 3 or so k walk today, and it's pretty steep. It's a great workout. I actually think this would be a good spot to come again. We're going to spend a bit of time trying to get a bit fitter whilst we're stopped, so it'd be an interesting thing to see if our energy levels get better over the months that we're in Perth. I kind of wish you could smell. Nice smell there, isn't it, Michelle? It's the It's the eucalypts or something, but it's not. I don't know if it's a eucalypt, but it's got that sort of rich eucalypt smell to it, and you can never quite work out which plant it is that's giving off the smell. Loads of these pokers coming out of the centre of these grasses here.
Do you think there's been a fire through there with those black stumps?
I think there's probably been a fire. This tree here looks like it's had, yeah, I'm certain there's been a fire. They're not ironbarks. No. Yeah, you can see actually all the way down, possibly see lots of the larger trees here. They've been cut down. They're probably damaged by the fire, so they've been cleared. Let me see if I can zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. So can you see beyond those branches there? There's quite a few sort of stumps, and they go all the way up the mountainside, which, by the way, is where that young lad is now and where we're heading. Ready, Michelle?
Oh yes, a bit more hill.
More hill, more hill. I mean, the good side of that is there's going to be a downside. The downside?
Downside?
The downside of that is there's going to be an upside, or there isn't. Okay, here is one of those trees much closer that I can show you. It's more like a grass than it is a tree. But this tree just next to it, this has also had some fire. So there's definitely been a fire of some sorts in the last maybe 12 months. I just saw some bikes. I actually didn't catch them on the camera, but they're bikes coming around this track. And you can imagine this is a really great cycle track. So that there is the bridge that we were crossing over earlier on. Sorry, it's a bit shaky, mainly because I'm zoomed in so far. So that's a bit more steady, but you can see the bridge down there. So it's a beautiful view up here. And still more up. We didn't bring proper walking boots today because we thought this was a flat walk. Do your research. If you want to do the Bells Rapid walk, wear some sturdy shoes or boots.
You did bring water.
Oh yeah, and make sure you bring plenty of water. There's a train just gone along. We missed it. I think once we get up to the peak here, we'll be able to see it. Let's see if I can get up soon enough. Missed it. Missed the train. Here's those trees, and you can see how dead and burnt this is. That thick oil, how greasy and oily. And that's why this stuff burns so well. And there's the centre, a lot of shadows up here, but there's the centre core. So I'd like to know the name. I'd probably research it myself, but for those of you that know better, maybe you can let us know what the name of that bush is actually. And there's Michelle. See, she says because I'm vlogging, she gets to rest, and I just run up the last bit of the hill. The young lad that was with us said go the downhill route. That route there is 11 k's. Do you want to go that way?
I'm going that way. Yeah, mine 1.5.
And that one's about 1.5 k's. Well, you know where we've got to get. We've got to get back down to that that bridge area and a little bit further along, maybe 0.5 k's along to where we parked. It truly is beautiful up here. It's well worth the walk up. Now, I think what we've done is come up what they call the goat trail. You saw on the sign just before we came up. I mean, it certainly feels more like a trail for goats, doesn't it?
Well, there was the river walk or the goat trail.
Now, the girls told us that we met on the bridge. They said that the river walk's nice and easy, a bit of an amble.
But you have to come back on yourself. It's not a circle.
No, never. We're going to do this walk. Now, sadly, let me just double check this. On the Can You Fly There app, this is a restricted area. So it's a no-fly zone. So we actually can't put the drone up. You see, we're right near the edge. Those red areas there, that tells me I can't put the drone up. And the reason that is, you probably can't see it in the distance there, but there is a commercial aeroplane just landing. Mind you, it is probably about 50 k's away. But so this is a restricted area because we're too near to an airport or a helicopter landing pad or something. So no beautiful drone footage from up here, which is why I've carried this thing with me all the way up here. You live and learn. I think we might be able to see our car in a minute. Or another train is coming. So there it is. It's just a small train. So not overly dramatic, but at least we got to see the train. And don't forget, we were way below that track looking up at it when we started this walk, and now we're looking down the valley into the valley, looking at the train coming along the tracks. Would have been nice in the old days when that was sort of like puffing smoke coming out, wouldn't it? And you can't really see the cars down there, but our car somewhere in amongst that. Quite a way down, but we parked under a tree, so you probably can't see it, but you would think it being bright yellow, it would stand out amongst all the other cars. If you can spot it down there, pause the video. If you can spot it, let me know. Now, if you haven't got one of those hiking sticks, remember to bring the wife with you so she can get something to lean on. For both of us, of course.
Of course.
Right, so now it's downhill, and I think You prefer the uphill, don't you? I think Michelle prefers the uphill. It's pretty steep. This is steeper than the one we came up, and a lot more
Just the loose stones.
a lot more rocky. Michelle doesn't like all this sort of loose stones here. I mean, you could quite easily fall on these stones and twist an ankle. So good reason not to be wearing light sandals. Yeah, we could have been wearing our flip-flops or thongs. There was a time I used to love running down this sort of stuff, you know.
You're sliding more than me.
I'd love to come here 20 years ago on a bike.
You'd have been on your own.
I'd probably still do it today. It's not too treacherous. It would be sort of this isn't a hard cycle trail. Probably the hardest thing would be cycling up, so you need a decent bike to get up the hills. Right over there, Michelle's just spotted. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in. The city centre, Perth city centre. There it is, right in the middle, I hope. We're probably about an hour's drive to the city centre. This is the Swan Valley area. So this is really beautiful for food, eateries, there's all sorts. Not far from here you've got the chocolate factory, the nougat factory, you've got a coffee house that roasts coffee, you've got all sorts of wineries around here, so there's lots to do. If you come for this walk, you don't have to, still got to go all the way down here, so you don't have to come for a walk like this, but I highly encourage you to do so if you're at all moderately fit. It's beautiful up here. Buttock Boulder. Now, that's got a crack in it. Only in Australia could you have Buttock Boulder. So I'm feeling a bit of an arsehole set up here. I reckon you could get rock hard butt cheeks coming up and down this a few times, to be honest. Quite as hard as that, but there you go, granite hard. It isn't getting any easier.
I think we went the right way around.
You can definitely see why this is the goat herders trail. What do they call it?
Goat trail.
The goat trail. I think I see the bottom. Not that bottom.
Not that one.
No. I think I see the bottom.
Off the hill.
Another bottom. The bottom of the trail. I'm not sure which bottom you'd be happier to see. Whoops. Rock hard butt up there, or rock hard buttocks, the bottom of this trail.
Alright, you ran.
Oh,
I made it. That way?
I guess so.
Through a gate.
So we think we've got to the end. We're not sure where to go. I think this gate should be closed that we just about tried to go through, and that probably goes down to the waterfront. We'll carry on along this path, although instinct tells me the car is back that way.
Over the creek.
But they're probably in this dry weather, you'd get across the creek. You think there's a bridge over there?
We'll see.
I think we're going to risk going through this way, because that way to me looks like we go way past where we want to be and have to come back, and I'm pretty tired. So, on my head be it, I think we'll probably have to cross the river, but I'm hoping it's low enough in parts that we can cross it.
You can give me a piggyback.
Right now, I don't think my legs could give a small child a piggyback. Ah, look at this. No, I don't fancy crossing that. And down there, it looks like more river. So, change of plan. We're going that way. So it's really tricky. You keep seeing bits where it looks like you might be able to sort of go stumble down here and cross over, but the river is really quite thick over there. But I got a feeling there's some dry land this way, or we've got to go all the way back down the river to that bridge. Oh, I can hear a kookaburra. There's an arrow on the tree Michelle's just spotted. Is that a good thing? Is that arrow someone else's trek? This isn't looking too wide, is it, this path?
I think we're meant to be over there.
All right. Oh, look at these dragonflies. How pretty. That one's red. And we're on the 11k trail now. Oh. You see there's river down here and there's lots of dry areas, but none of the dry spots actually. You keep thinking, oh, well, that's dry there. But then just in front of it is the thick section of the river. We'll keep following the trail. I had hoped when we got down the bottom of that hill, it would have been the end of our journey. I mean, there is a benefit that we're actually on a nice even walk now. So we're probably on the riverside walk. Wow, that is steep. It's pretty though. Michelle bought a jacket because she thought it was going to be cold. So it's always a pain when you bring a coat or a jacket and then all you have to do is carry it. I should carry it for her. It's no simple walk, is it?
No. Jump over those trees.
So it does look a little bit like if you do the Mountain Goat Trail, you still have to do the riverside walk as well at the end of it. So to add insult to injury, what's going on here? Suddenly our road has just ended. There's a heron down there. I'll see if I can filming when we get down. Mind out for snakes. This is perfect snake country. We just keep ending up on walks we're not supposed to be on. Now this is going to take us all the way to the main street.
I think we have to go back on the north.
Look, we've come miles along this path now, and I know our car's in that direction, so we're going to see if we can cross the river. We're going to go down here and see if we can find a route over. Have a little look, Michelle. Okay, it's a long way down. If we don't cross soon, we'll be back in Perth. So how am I going to jump over that? I'm not. Can we get down there, Michelle? Is it a drop off, is it? Yeah. Well, we thought the goat herder's trail was difficult. This is not what we had planned. But I think we could cross on one of these branches.
I'm down.
So I reckon we can get over here.
I'm only going to go for a swim.
Michelle's limbering up.
Think I can do this?
I don't know. Hang on, wait a minute. If I come over here, then I can give you a hand if you start to fall. Is it tricky? Just stand on it for a second. No, I think that's... do you want me to go over? Because I can walk back and walk you over. Okay. So it's pretty steady. So I can. Now here's where we could both end up in. So just give me a hand. Probably the other hand.
No, that one's the right one.
Okay. You good?
Yep.
Hold my hand. You all right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm perfect now.
Beautiful.
Just need that little bit of reassurance.
And we did that because I really don't fancy. We did that because I really don't fancy walking miles down this river and then having to come all the way back. We're still not off the riverbank. Did seem like a good idea when we set off at 9 hours ago. I am hoping that this is the last bank we have to climb. Well, we've run out of water now. Oh, I'm getting so thirsty. And I just heard a car go by. It's still way up this hill at the side here. So even though we've crossed the river, we've still got a fair old walk even to get back. So what turned out, or what started to be just a few kilometres arduous walking, has turned out to be quite an adventure.
We need to find out where we went wrong.
We certainly did something wrong. Because I really was quite happy. You probably saw it in our faces as we came down from the mountain. And that was about 40 minutes ago. We're still walking and there's no sign of any other people or any vehicles or parking. Can you see all these hoof marks? There's an equestrian centre just as we came in on the left-hand side. What I do for a horse right now. Is it my kingdom for a horse? Michelle's way ahead of me. We've got to go up another hill, another rocky hill. We found the road, but bad news. I recognised that sign when we were driving in. We haven't even got to the unmade road. We got probably about 4 k's. Still, how are your feet?
They're fine, just full of sand.
That's where we were, right up there somewhere, right up on this peak. Comedy of errors. Talk about rock hard buttocks. I think that's what I'll have after this. Oh dear, this is so funny. We've got to go all the way down here, and that blue car you can just about see in the distance. Well, I think ours is even further out than that, probably. So, hey ho.
That'll teach us to park in the nearest part of the beach.
It will. Here, let me carry your jacket for you.
That's so good of you.
If the road was a bit busier, I'd thumb a lift. Michelle can see the car. I just called my mate VB Ed. I said to him we might have to send out search and rescue if we don't get back soon. The sun's starting to go down. We've run out of water. We've got water in the car. Look, the car, oh, you probably can't see it that well, but it's way down the end. And as Michelle says, that's what you get for parking as close to the bridge as we possibly could. And I'm dry now. You got a little water left, Michelle? Michelle's got a splash. We've got water in the car. We didn't anticipate being out quite so long. I will ache tomorrow. Lots of fun. Not as much wildlife as I'd hoped to see. I heard the kookaburras. I was hoping we might get some kookaburras. I do love the kookaburra. Anyway, to all of you that watch the vlogs and enjoy them, I hope you're having a great time. Let me know what you're up to in the comments. Be good, take care of yourselves, and thank you, Ed, for being there. Didn't need the search and rescue. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Be good. Oh, I'm so stiff from dehydration.
You'll find that the answer is yes.